Do 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 do. It's pretty interesting. Alright, what else we got? So, new animation in the rise. New animation. New animation in the rise. Alright. So, what we're gonna do today is gonna be something special. Ooh, I'm gonna go from there. That's what we intend to do. Something very special. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Did all that. That's true. Very special. There we get it going. Alright, let's do this first scene quick. Alright. I'm gonna watch this scene and we're going to unpack it. So I did something before with the dude. Now let's check out with the chick. Alright, let's make this a little bigger. So just show a bit more background. What's going on? Not too big. I do want to see what's happening here. So they have all this part over here. There's a lot of things going on for the next scene. So here we go. Let's go. So try to get the hair style in it. Yeah, I had a little fun with the hair. Great, a lot of fun. So that's what you got. Got a lot of this stuff going on. Pretty hit. Okay. Let me start that again. This thing was in the way. Start it again. So let's see what we got. Turns, the hair is glowing. Looking pretty cool. Having fun. Hair continues to blow. Looking pretty cool. Person steps out away from vehicle. Styles going. Pushes the car door with style. Hair continues to blow. Hair falls down. Bingo. Pretty cool. So that's what we got in our story. That's what we got in our story. Yeah. So yeah. So this is all we're telling through animation. So I want to make a scene. Imagine it's windy, and we went from there, and that's what we ended up with. Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy, pretty wild. I feel really happy about it. A whole scene of something that I actually planned and wanted to happen. So the full scene was pretty impressive, and that's what happened. So yeah. So the animation would consist of multiple of these scenes. So it would, that's what actually would do it in its own self and only way. And then it would grow from there. And that's what the animation scene would do, and there you have it. And that's how it goes. Ooh, okay. Let's get to our next scene. I think I watched this enough times. Everyone gets the gist of it. So she exits the vehicle, and then all that happens. So I think I watched it enough times. Now I want to get to my next scene. Exciting scene. I'm doing something I might want to do, and most animators will not be doing in the actual, at least I'm not on TikTok. This next scene I'm going to do, it's going to be a very stylish action scene. And from there, we're going to get things wild. That's what we're about to do. So we're going to get things wild. That's like about, I think, how many frames? That's a lot of frames. That's a couple of seconds of frames, but yeah. But I think it had to be done to show all that stuff. If I want to do this in actual, what's it called, animation, I would just have to, what's it called, reduce the frames and all the other things. A lot of things I have to do, but yeah, with that being said, it's time to skedaddle on to the next project. So let's get the circle of life. Call it the circle of life. And where's this circle over here? Circle of life, and then we take it and we're going to skedaddle on to the next scene. Ball bouncing. Circle of life could be a head, but yeah, this is the whole scene. Pretty cool. That was the entrance they're supposed to go into. I actually enjoyed drawing this scene. It was pretty weird, but fairly detailed. Eesh. Getting the mission. The box represents our next scene. It's a box over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. You have proper eyesight. This box represents our next scene. We're going to bounce in this box a bit. That box represents our next scene. Okay, and let's get to it. I'm going to draw the same chick first, and then we're going to animate her. That's going to be a bit fun. Same chick, different animation. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. Same chick, different animation. Delete this for now. We'll delete this for now. We'll just rock and roll with this. We'll rock and ride with this one. That's how we're gonna rock and ride. It's a bit tough. It's a tough one, y'all. Alright. So I kind of gained some traction with this one, so let's get to it. We get the same head. Get the same head inside there. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's got a gray head on her shoulders. And from there, I'm going to draw the body as well. The body should be, this is the head, so the body should be about maybe 2 heads on top of each other, kind of distance, to make it look cool, give or take. Let me get to, this scene is going to be a very crafty one. Yeah, it's going to be a crafty scene. Here we go, next one. So that's the body. It's about 3 head size. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Sounds like a weird spectrum, but yeah, the body's like 3 heads on top of each other. Give or take. Mm-hmm. 400 is crazy. And then now we're going to draw the arms. We have to make the arms creative. A lot to do here. So we got the arm over there. Got the jacket. Got all the other arm as well. So all that stuff is happening as we speak. Pretty impressive. Okay, next one we got, which is going to be pretty impressive. Ooh. Jacket was impressive. Next one we got the right arm. Looks pretty cool. But this one, I think I'm going to change the arm position. I don't want the right arm to be like that. Actually would prefer it if the right arm was a bit different. How the hell is this happening? I think the right arm has to be straighter, but it doesn't matter, we'll get to that in a bit. Pretty impressive. Okay. Well, now let's get to the legs. This is going to be the fun part. I'll straighten the right arm, and I'll explain a bit later because I want to do this cool scene and I want a really jerky reaction. So this is the full body. As you may have seen from my other posts, that's the full body. So we're going to get growing from that. We're going to get growing from that in a high caliber way. So, okay. Here goes the next one. I don't know what this other stuff is. Yeah, we don't need that right now. Alright, we're going to start straight to the animation. Heads up for you all. We'll start simply with the hand. This hand, I don't like this hand positioning because it's not useful for animation. So I'm going to straighten the hand so she's not going to be that position. Okay, I think I'll add some points because I need some points, to be honest. This is a very tricky scene, so you'll have a couple extra things needed. I'll do it on this hand, and I'm gonna do it on the other hand as well. Yeah, I'm gonna need some extra points. I'm gonna be doing a lot of drawing and hardcore. I don't know how else to explain it. Hardcore arm movements and movements in this animation. So let's go for that. Okay, let's get to this. This arm has to be straightened, so this is how we do it. Close that. So we'll go from there. I guess that might be it here. Maybe it might be better because I want her hand to do something. Okay, we'll make her hand a bit longer. And maybe the other way look better. Okay, we'll make it like that for now. From there, we're going to get it into animation. Get into the full animation. We're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. What happened? Don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I know what happened. I need to, since this is a character I use a lot, I need to clear animation. Because the way they just jumped from the page was so very great. It delete all the any other animations I've done with this character. Yeah, because we're in a new animation right now. Okay. Awesome. I was scared. Like, what happened to my character? Too much. Okay, now we got the character. I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna get into the cool point. And I'm gonna go straight from there. Here we go. Okay. From here, got the hand. Now I need to get that in the position that I think is useful. I'm gonna get in the position I think is useful. I'm gonna go from there. Alright. Let's roll with that. Okay, so I need to make it. I wasn't sure, now I know. Okay. shoulder grabbing the holster. What the hell is this thing? Where is it? I want something. Wait. Yeah, this is what I want. So, okay, her hand goes from here. It's gonna be a tough one. How am I gonna get this to happen? And grab the other arm as well. The other arm, I think is one. Where's the other arm? Oh, the other arm's here. Other arm goes from here. Goes over here. Okay, let's put it down this side, and then put the other arm down over here. What's up, Miss Edwina? Hope all is well. Okay, that's pretty cool. Something's wrong. I think something has to disappear. Not that one. Okay, this one needs to go for this continuation. This one does not need to be there. That was so weird. I was like, what the hell is that? Okay. And then now I gotta add the piece over here. It's gonna be weird. Where is the piece? I'm gonna get that going down. I wasn't sure until I saw that. Okay. It'll be very interesting if I can make it look decent. Okay. We'll see how this works. Try and see if we can look decent. So I need to change this hand over here a bit. And then the hand has to open up a bit. Okay, it's going to be a bit interesting. This hand has to open up in a funny way. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright. The other fingers have to be graded in a certain way. Alright. So that's what we got here. We can make this make sense. Whew. We can make this make sense would be nice. We got Super Maria.
Damn, you're early today?
Yeah, I felt like coming
Super early.
Hey, I was kind of weird. I actually opened the live to show someone something, and then I was like, Maria's there. Oh, damn, I ended. I was actually on a live, and one of these new Sudani uncles, Janubi uncles, Nizzle Sticker Cave. I was just sitting here.
Oh, wow.
I was sitting here, and then I was like, wait a minute. I remembered, I didn't know how to explain. I said, you need to push the button in the corner. Which button? Then I didn't remember, so I opened and I figured it out. So that's what basically happened. It was weird, but it was weirder.
Crazy.
I'm trying to do, because I'm getting faster by doing my animations, so I'm trying to do more, what's it called? Maybe try and do 2 or 3 different animations a day. And right now I'm writing down ideas, right? So when I write down the ideas, it actually helps to, what's it called, execute them better. And then there's a lot of stuff I want to do today. Like yesterday I went to some folks' house, spent some time there, learn more about what's going on in Janub, and I was hearing stories how uncles are selling their houses as well. And there's more, you know, because there's no money.
Oh, wow.
And also, you remember Thongping?
Oh, yeah, Thongping.
You know how much it was when you went there? Was it expensive, land?
What do you mean how much it was, like to buy a house there?
It was so expensive before.
I didn't know, to be honest.
Millions of dollars.
Damn, why is it? Because near the airport?
Yeah, since 2011, before 2011, just about 2011, 12, it was millions of dollars for just empty land. They try to copy Khartoum.
$1 million?
Yeah, millions of dollars.
Drag the verse. Oh, that you.
And then now, because of the situation, it's dropped to 300,000.
Oh, wow.
I was just like laughing like, huh?
Oh, wow, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, it basically means if you have money and you really love South Sudan, buy land now.
Nah, especially Thongping. Thongping, I feel like it's a setup to buy a house there.
Yeah, because of the floods and everything. Yeah.
It's not it. And Junubi no Kalamfarik ta Mashakal, not Mashakal.
Yeah.
Thongping is the worst. Sorry. Next.
I
Because I was staying in Thongping when I went.
It's overrated, the price, right?
Yeah. It's just, it's ridiculous, man.
It was very ridiculous. Very ridiculous.
Junubi, no people.
I don't know what to do about that. That's just a lot to think about, right?
What you got wrong? Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, I have to.
I've been home all day and I couldn't really do something. Enjoy myself, having me time. Look at me. I don't even know what to do.
Where's this guy? But a lot, lately now I was surprised. A lot of people are actually, what do you call it? Going to cinema to watch an anime. Can you imagine? I was like laughing, like, what do you mean? He said it's so good, blah blah blah. I said I don't know if I can go and watch a full anime in cinema. It feels weird.
That's weird. Are these like movies? What is it? That's weird.
No, I'll be honest. I'm one of the ones who loves cartoons and all. I can't watch cartoons in cinema. It feels like, and also nothing most people don't know. Cartoons come out so quickly. By the way, more faster than movies. Like you wait for. Yes, they do. So I remember I was thinking about watching a cartoon. I missed the cinema. I think a week or less than a week later, boom, it's online. Like, DVD.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense, like to filming it. I mean, like creating a cartoon. It's easier than filming because you have to move locations sometimes and stuff like that.
Actually, now it is, but before it wasn't. Like I heard Lion King, the first, the 1994 movie, took a couple of years to make that. Even because
what technology were they using?
no, they were using paper.
Oh yeah, those. Oh yeah.
What, you know, like if you get a piece of paper, draw a stick man, moving his hands. That's how they did it.
Yeah, I know those ones. Yeah.
But it actually looks better, but it took forever. I was surprised. Like, yeah, Jamana, you have that time.
That would actually take forever.
But I don't. But sadly, I used to make fun of how much time it takes. But it looks way better though. Like the Lion King movie, nothing can ever compete to it. No way anything can compete to that. It's probably going to be the one. It's going to be probably one of the best movies of all time, to be honest. Even I remember all those movies, Little Mermaid, all that stuff. That's a different. And also now Disney, they stopped making. You know, it's so much work. Disney stopped making 2D movies. You know that?
Oh.
Because 2D movies, they're done. The last 2D movie was Princess and the Frog. The black movie was the last one. Yeah, and it did bad in cinema, but later on did so good in the what do you call it? In the DVDs. When the DVDs came, yeah, it did so good in DVDs. But they still start.
I feel like a lot of people are not even going to the movies anymore to watch.
They take it.
Cinema's just becoming too expensive.
I think the people.
Like a family of four now going to the movies is spending like almost 400, 500.
Yeah, I just realized that people gotta eat. People gotta eat.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we have little kids, like, you can't say no.
You know what's so funny? You know, the funny thing, Maria, I discovered also is, what's it called? In cinema, their business is actually the food, not the ticket.
Literally, honestly, like, because why are you selling a lollipop for $5?
You know, I discovered that the hard way because it came Ramadan over here, and cinemas are not bringing any new. Like, what do you mean? What's going on? And then some people said, "Don't you know they make the money from the from the food?" And then I started looking at it. When I went to cinema, I was checking. The movie might cost whatever the price of the food is the same price as the ticket if you calculate it.
But you're not making more than the ticket, to be honest.
Sometimes making more than the ticket.
Like, that's what like it's costing like around $400 or $500 because you go there, kids want drinks, kids want snacks.
Oh yeah, I didn't take
and
kids.
And then by the time you go, you're paying for everything like what then? And the ticket would be like $15 a child or something like that.
Yeah.
And then $30 for adults.
And
all that was just crazy, man.
Craziness and everything.
For them to just go in there and sleep.
Oh yeah, they just go and sleep.
For kids to just go in there and freaking after they eat all the lollies, they sleep.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Crazy.
But the snacks are done. Kids' movies are the most funniest. Oh my god. I don't know if you ever been. I'm taking kids to like, let's say there's a movie for kids that just got released and then you go at the time where all the kids are going. It's the funniest thing ever.
Why? What's happening? What happens?
Screaming, running around. It's just...
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't feel like a movie. It's like you're in daycare. Oh my god, yeah, kids are just tuning around throwing things. You see kids just all the way down there running around and laughing. And you can't say anything.
Because that's how kids be.
Exactly.
I noticed that
I used to stop my kids, but now I just let them do whatever they want. Like go join them.
Yeah, join the madness.
Yeah, join them, man.
That's a lot. That's surprising. That is surprising. I'm surprised though. But and the cinema I think they make more money from families with kids, to be honest.
Oh, they do, definitely, they do. Because with like couples and stuff like that, or even just like let's say me and my friends are going, the only thing we'll get is just popcorn or just like drink. Most of the time, people are just bringing their own water, and you literally just go and get some.
Oh, you put in the purse? Because some cinemas they're like, nah, you better buy our shit. Some of them like, nah, buy our shit.
Oh yeah, I know. Some of them are very strict.
No, for me, I started just.
Having kids and getting a pram is the best.
I started sneaking food in a long time ago, but generally they're like, nah, you can't bring that. You gotta buy it. It's not allowed. And I was wondering why it's not allowed. Then I realized, wow, look how much money they're making, bastards.
They want to make money.
Money.
Every time I feel like I think a few times I bought things from.
Oh, you got muted, but okay. Phone call. Anybody? Ooh. Let's get this going. Phone call anybody. Hope this can become real smart. We have to make. She doesn't have fingernails or toenails. Okay, now this is gonna be fun. Increase the size, big time. That'll be pretty interesting. And then get the hands in session. Okay, get the hands in position. It's going to be pretty interesting. Get the hands in position. It's a lot of work, but I guess it becomes worth it later, I guess. Yes. Okay, no worries. It's alright, it's on the phone. I'm glad you stay on the panel. I'm surprised to stay on the panel, but yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah. Alright, we got the hands in position. Pretty exciting. A lot going on. We're gonna try and see what goes. Oh, somebody got some comments coming. Pretty impressive. Alright, now I got the fingers in position. We want to see some more animation like styles. We got Amin in the house. Scrolling Amin. Okay. Alright. What's up, Amin? I hope you pray for us in church. You better pray for us. We're not going. We're dependent on you. We're dependent on you. Pray for us in church. We all dependent on you. You might be, yeah, I don't know. And pray for people's star signs. I don't know. I don't know if they do that. Do they pray for star signs? Is there a connection? Because heaven is up and star signs are up. I don't know. Yeah. I don't, you know, if star signs were really good, someone should look at their star sign. Like, especially we have a lot of people who don't know when they're born. I don't know when I'm born, January 1st, but that's on my birthday. Can you look at the personality and say, you must be this star sign? It'd be interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's go for the next thing. Just got a lot going on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they can be accurate. Especially when they think what's called all studios, they have this mental health issue. I'm like, really? So this lady's coming there. She got her thing in hand. I'll make her pew pew a bit bigger. Sorry, y'all. Pew pew looks a bit small. I want to make the pew pew a bit bigger. People might look at me wrong. Yeah.
Damn, that's a fast. Sorry, didn't know.
No, it's okay. No worries. No worries. I'm not. I was just
I realized that like if I didn't, for me not to get dropped.
Yeah.
I just come back on the app and then put it.
Oh, you figured it out. No, I figured that out too. It's you can be on the app, and then you can't hear, but what's it called? You're still on the panel.
But you're still up here, so I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
No, but I think I used to like that about Clubhouse. Clubhouse used to show like, hey, this person's on a phone call. Y'all.
I know, and I like that.
That's the only thing. By the way, no other app is doing that, which I think is pretty impressive. No other app is doing that. Clubhouse, even Twitter, they don't do that. They just drop up. Maybe they caught feelings. Get all this weird stuff.
Yeah. I think these other apps might bring it soon, especially TikTok.
Because of the amount of phone calls that happens, it's pretty wild, right?
Yeah, especially in the middle of like a good conversation. Boom.
Boom. And no, actually, it sucks when someone's actually talking and then they get a phone call and they can't ignore it. That's what actually sucks. They get a good phone call and they can't ignore it because it's too difficult.
I'm like, nope, there's no one ignoring this phone call.
Yeah. No, if you get it from family, like let's say your parents called maybe, and for me, especially my mother and them, when they call, you don't answer. Oh my God, something happened! And then you call them. No, I'm fine. Why didn't you? Oh, you didn't answer. We're not sure. And I said, no. Some of us. And then I just tell them, okay, from this morning hours, don't ever call. I'm at work. If I don't answer, it's because I don't want to get fired. Yeah.
You don't pick up? Oh man, mom will call you like 10 times.
The funniest thing, I think they got that from Jalaba. Jalaba are superstitious to the T. Oh my God, Allah, oh my goodness, it's just too much.
To the point. Yeah. Hi Samantha.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I Friday, who's it? Everyone who sees Samantha when she comes to the panel, Amina. Hello, Amina. I said, Amin. No, I cannot. I'm like laughing. And this Amin is for men. This cannot be that. This cannot be. But it makes sense, to be honest, because I've seen a lot of what's it called? Like even Junior Hustler is supposed to be my animation persona. Some people are coming. Let's say Nyandeng's hair or something. Nyandeng's hair products. So because some of these what's it called TikTok profiles are actually what's it called business pages or something. So they sometimes
some of the
yeah. Also,
this is my other one, Marie's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, Marie's Kitchen, yeah. Example,
sometimes
yes.
Sometimes like Marie's Kitchen.
People wondering
What's in your kitchen?
What's in the kitchen? What's cooking? Everything's cooking. I'm like, this isn't duh. Yeah.
Oh God.
You know what was also weird is what do you call it? Let me. What's also weird? Oh yeah, I've been listening because right now I've been doing a lot of Genovese songs. Right, I discovered a lot of the songs they're just repeating what other people are singing. It's crazy. Someone will sing a song and then they will just make their few words and they copy the exact same lyrics. It's so crazy. I saw a comment in the Genovese song.
Yeah. If it's not, then it's the beat.
Yeah, that's why I noticed
None of
that
the songs have
we're
them big.
we're lazy. You know, we're not lazy when it comes to the song. Another thing, like example, you want to see something I found so weird? I was listening to many Junubi songs. Every song, Anamafi Benom, Anamafi Nom. Like, what's going on? They all say they can't sleep, Anamafi Benom, and all that stuff. Everybody. And then I saw John Frog got even more famous for it because he made it into his chorus, Anamafi Benom, out of nowhere. mm. So
Some people are not serious.
yeah.
Your people, I mean. Yeah.
But I like, you know, I like what the Jumi did. Like I see, like, now for the women, Nyandeng is a popular song. It's a popular song name.
Nyandeng Bikore.
Not only that, even I just found recently that I forgot about the Silver X Nyandeng. In the way Nyandeng.
Oh, there's a silver X Nyandeng?
I put it in my animation because it looks so funny. I haven't heard it that much. Yeah. So Silver X has Nyandeng. What are you, Nyandeng? Why don't you? Why is your phone busy, Nyandeng? I was like laughing.
You need to leave Nyandeng alone.
No, but you know, it sounded weird. But if you look at a lot of American songs, a lot of them they're Gloria, I think. They're using American song names. So this song is promoting our Janubi women song names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that song.
I actually forgot. I need to look.
That song actually.
I forgot.
Mr.
Something. I forgot his name. Mr. Something. That was actually one of the. By the way, that's one of the original Janubi songs when the separation happened.
Oh yeah.
When that happened, but that guy disappeared, man. That was one of the best songs. And they kept it in SSTV. It was so funny.
Wow.
And then I remember some of the aunties were getting mad or upset. Like even my mother and the aunties were talking. Why can't they use another name? That's the name of the vice president. That's the name of the.
I just realized that too.
It was so funny. That's the name of the vice president, but she wasn't vice president at the time. That's the name of the widow of the doctor. Yeah. Yeah.
Mama Nyandeng.
Yeah.
Nyandeng Bikore.
Yeah. I laughed so much. Yeah. When I heard that, I just realized they don't have it in the Nuer. It's pure Dinka, right?
Which one?
Nyandeng.
I don't know. I don't know if they have Nyandeng.
They have it. They have it. They probably should because they have a lot of the other ones. Chol is there. Nichol. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
The person that just typed, he's like, hey, y'all. I'm like, wait a minute. Who bought my husband to TikTok?
They said that to you?
No. I'm looking because all I saw was Ringo. My husband's name is Ringo. So I'm like, who the heck bought my husband to TikTok? Oh my god. I honestly had to click on his name. I was like, am I seeing things?
Is that Magu?
I'm like, finally, he made TikTok. Wow.
But you know, by the way, even a lot of celebrities, they actually they make an account, but they never use it.
That's so crazy.
Like an example I'll say about that is like right now I made an animation for Mission Impossible music, so I decided let me go and bring Tom Cruise. I went and Tom Cruise has an account. Oh, cool. Went there, no videos, 0 following and millions of followers verified. Like damn. So, yeah, and then I also went to what would you call it? Kendrick Lamar. I went to Kendrick Lamar as well. Same thing. Kendrick Lamar. He has multiple followers, and he has multiple followers, but he has posted no videos on TikTok. Means he don't waste time with it. So yeah. And also, apparently, I don't know what happened with the U.S. TikTok thing. Maybe they're busy dealing with the guy, mourning from their young Trump. What's it called? Who got unalived? Yeah. But you know,
that one I don't understand it. I feel like the Christian are for him. And I don't understand. Like,
I understand it. That guy, if you listen to what he says a lot of stuff. It's like, you know how Trump will say some stuff that pisses people off?
Yeah.
This guy says a lot of stuff that pisses people off as well. I think he even said stuff like, what did he say? I think civil rights movement was, what's it called, is a failed movement, and he started saying, like, all that stuff, Martin Luther King, he started talking about it in a disrespectful way, and started supporting about, what's it called, gun rights, even people are making fun of him. Second Amendment, we need to protect our gun rights, and then they're saying also, if you get unalive for a gun, it's for a good cause. Like, damn, like, what are you talking about? He said that, and that's why a lot of people are so, like, clapping for it. The karma is crazy.
I was like to say, damn.
Yeah, he said that. Mm-hmm.
It's for a good cause, okay.
If it's,
be the leader.
Yeah.
Me, I guess.
Yes. No, he said that. He mainly said that because he thought he was untouchable. And you know, another thing that was crazy. I was reading about it in the social media. People are ready for somebody from LG, all the letters to come. Oh, we're gonna catch him. We got the LG, and then they found out that a normal Christian white dude. They're disappointed. Like, what is this? They're so disappointed. It's not the monster. It's not the monster. And also, this guy's father's Republican, and family's Republican. They're so mad. Like, what is this? They wanted to hang the guy so bad and show him, you Democrats, no. And the funny thing, you know what I found out? To the story, he only got caught because his father is a police officer. That's why he got caught. He got away fully. You know that? He fully got away.
Wow.
His father recognized him from the pictures in his disguise and told him, you need to turn yourself in. I was like, what? That's how he got. That's how he.
Oh wait, the guy that pew him.
Yeah, his father is a police officer. That's why he got caught.
Oh damn.
And that's why when I'm listening to the people, FBI and the
so
police.
they were never gonna catch him.
No, this guy was so smart, calculated.
Wow.
He went. You saw the video when he jumps off the roof, right? Climbs off the roof.
No, I didn't.
Man,
I didn't really follow his stuff like that.
I was gonna put in the group, but I thought it might hurt people's feelings, so I didn't put in the group. It shows him he climbs from the roof, and then he walks with his sunglasses and cap, runs through the bushes, and then he changes his clothes. Can you imagine? Changes clothes twice, and and then he sneaks to where his car is, drives off, and the place he went to is like, maybe, I don't know, like it's a long distance, maybe 200, maybe 100 and something kilometers, or maybe more than 100 kilometers away from this crime scene. It's a different part, and nobody was going there, man. People were searching for him, he was nowhere to be found. He's gone home, relaxed, and they had complete. And even,
how did the father know?
Huh? The father knows his son.
His father know?
Because he can see his face and recognizes the clothes. Father can know. He's a police officer.
Shit.
That's what.
Shit.
So that's what happened. Without the father, no
I
way.
would have acted dumb.
And no, his father's police officer. And by the way, in my theory, some people think that they don't know. I think his father turned him in because he might get caught later if he's being dumb. And the father is retired police, so he'd lose his pension. And could get arrested as well. So he thought, like, I ain't doing that for my son. His father.
I think he would have definitely got in trouble.
Yeah.
He would have thought that, he helped him and all that stuff. That is crazy.
No, they wouldn't think he helped him, because what happened is they started talking with the family. They said that he started becoming more and more religious. Not religious, political in the recent months and years. He wasn't like that before. And so they would not thought his father planned it with him. But as a police officer, you cannot just ignore that. That's impossible. So that's what it is. As a police officer, you cannot. What's it called? No, what is it? As a police officer, you cannot hide a felon, a person who unalives someone. No, you cannot. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, but that story is so wild, and they're coming. Oh, we got him, we did it. Nah, if that father didn't turn him in, this guy had gotten away with unaliving. I'm shocked. I was surprised about it, and I was looking at it, and also people are saying this guy was. He actually, you know the funny thing? I think he actually missed. Cause I've been thinking. I saw the distance. The distance he what's it called? Pew pew from. What's it called? There was wind and there's some other things, but in the factor, because most of those from a long distance they go for somewhere in the body part, right? So they go for somewhere in the body to try and take the person out. So the theory is that he might have missed so bad, it hit and he barely hit the guy.
So wait, he missed. So the neck or whatever that he got was not the target.
No, nobody. Like, if you there's even what's it called? I remember was from old films even. If you actually aim for even the head, you're probably gonna from a large distance. You're basically gonna miss anyway because of the wind and it's a very hard target from such a distance. He was shooting from like 200 meters. Imagine 200 doors lying on the ground. That's a big distance, and his rifle is not made for what's it called? I don't think it's the latest or most powerful military weapon. So there's a lot of factors about it, and some people are thinking it was a great shot. But if you look at that and look at what happened, he tried like right now. If it hit in the chest. Then this guy probably did it. The surprising thing he missed, but where he hit, nobody could come from that. It was a fatal wound because his heart started bleeding. But he technically missed. I was surprised about that.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
If he missed, but he still got the job done.
Yeah, he got. No, the way he got the job done. I actually, when I first saw it and thought about it, I thought this guy. I thought it was maybe it's a Cario from Mexico or something. But it didn't make sense because why would they come after this young guy? He's not actually that young, he's in his 30s.
He was like what, 30, 32?
31?
He's only younger.
31. No, but he's not that young. The way they made it look like he's like they made it look like he's in his 20s or something.
Wow. I think he might be turning 31, 32 at the end of the year. But yeah, I looked at the year. That's all I saw. I was like 30. I'm also like, what? 93. That's us.
And by the way, you know how crazy it is? That's why they're taking it personal. There's a very big theory. Without this guy, Trump would not have won. Can you imagine?
What?
Without this guy, Trump would not have won.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how big it is.
So the guy that was unalived?
The guy was unalived. He was a very active, political person. And he rallied all the youth YPs to vote for Trump.
Wow.
So without this guy, Trump does not have a second term.
So he's the one that's just basically going around convincing people.
Yeah, and another thing that's even crazier is with this Epstein thing was such a serious problem. This guy was like going against Trump because of Epstein, right? And then Trump was so afraid about that, he called him and they tried to negotiate. And then also I was surprised, this guy is the reason, what do you call it? What's his name? J.D. Vance, Trump's vice president, is because of this guy. Trump doesn't know this guy, who is this guy, and everything. The vice president is because he's a close friend of this guy, and he recommended Trump choose this guy as a vice president. So that's how very connected this guy was to Trump's election. He was one of the reasons why the vice president was chosen, and that's one of the vice president's like, this is a bit scary. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the trial's gonna come soon. I think this guy is not gonna see the what's it called? He's not gonna see the day. He's not gonna get released from prison anytime soon at all. Maybe that's a life sentence. And also, what's worse, I was hearing that state has death penalty. So that guy, wrong state, buddy. Wrong state. You don't mess with that. I think it's not as bad as Texas, but it's pretty bad. Not as bad as Texas, but it's pretty bad. Okay, let's try something. I want to make this like the knee bending. I think it might be nicer. Yeah, it'd be better. Okay. Okay, that's good. Let's try and see this. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got this. Oh, but yeah, that's what's going on in politically. And that's what's been happening. You're caught up with your politics on TikTok FM, where we talk about all going around the world. Or Janubi TikTok FM. Alright. Hey, I forgot to I'll ask you when you get a chance. I forgot to ask you, does this woman look Janubi, or she needs to lose some meat on her bones?
Oh God. Phone call after phone call.
I hope everybody's okay, man. The way you're getting... No, but I think right now it's early. It's like 4. It's not like your normal time.
Yeah, it's 4. But nah, this last phone call, I just got happy about it. So, I think I'm gonna lock out.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sick and tired of Melbourne, man. Not every day.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just... Oh,
I'm
God,
sorry.
I didn't expect it to hit home this close. Shit! Oh my God, anyways.
Alright, sorry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
go off.
I'm sorry. Take care, Maria.
Alright then. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you. Take care. Wow, sucks. What's up, man?
Oh, nothing. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just relaxing. Making animation. But wow. Melbourne, I think, is becoming worse and worse. Sad. What's your opinion? Did you do research about this guy who got unalived in the U.S. or not really?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot on the news.
No, I mean, a lot of people, they didn't hear about him until what happened to him, which is crazy. Because he was, actually maybe we're in different worlds. In the U.S., he's too popular. If you have U.S. social media, he's always there. He's everywhere. It's kind of like Kevin Hart in movies, but not as popular because he's using very divisive rhetoric. That's what's happening.
I remember hearing about him during that what's it called, Red Pill era, where Red Pill was just coming out. But then after that I stopped hearing about him.
Okay. And for good reason. Hopefully, yeah. I'm glad you stopped hearing about that. That's annoying. Nobody talk about Red Pill anymore. That's a long time since I heard that. People still talk about Red Pill? People still talk about Red Pill?
No, this was ages ago now. This was Andrew Tate, I think.
Hey, man.
It just came up on my YouTube because he did a lot of interviews like with Candace. Candace. And she was, yeah.
Wow.
It was like that time. And that time was actually the worst.
You're talking about the Owens lady?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to watch some YouTube stuff. I've been hearing like
she's going to court.
I heard about it. You know the funny thing? We talked about it before the court happened. We're talking about no one did anything. It must be so true, and then suddenly now there's court. I was like, yo.
But she's standing 10 toes down. She's like, okay, yeah, let's go.
And
I'm like, what?
And the funny thing about it, and because right now, if she can prove that stuff, that's going to be hard. I think proving it, of her evidence is pretty good, but court is different. It's a different ball game, right? Court, they can, I don't know, but now, to be honest, if she wins, that guy might as well resign as president because that's embarrassing. The funny thing about it, I think she has a chance. One. And the other thing that's interesting is, I think most people already know about it. He might actually resign before the end of the court, which is crazy. He might resign before the end of the court. So people are all watching for that. I think TikTok is getting a bit better, but still not as good as the other apps in terms of what we call it, in terms of what do you call it? Yeah, what's going on here? Why? What's happening here? That doesn't happen. Okay. I have a problem. Oh.
You're like rude. You were rude before.
Me?
When you're like, oh, does this look like a... Yeah, you're like, does this look like a January woman, or does she need more meat, or less meat?
Sorry.
That's so rude.
I meant... I don't know how I meant... Sorry, Malish. I wanted to say, I should rephrase it better. I wanted to say, is she... I don't know how to say it, but most people are expecting Janubin to be way... How do you describe that? Yeah, but yeah, when I hear it in hindsight, it does sound really messed up. I messed up my drawing, crazy. Wow, this is gonna be awkwardness. Alright, here we go. But yeah, for me, the reason I asked that wasn't supposed to be rude, meant to be mean, is because this thing hasn't really been done before, really, and I was thinking of how do I didn't want to mess up the, what's it called, the appearance, and I was thinking, that's why I try and ask, like right now, I didn't tell you, when Twitter first happened, it was the same time when, how do you describe it? It was the same time, how do you describe it? When during Twitter, we were there when Action Energy came out for the first time, right? And when Action Energy came out for the first time, it was a big deal. A lot of people were pissed off. And I was trying to wonder, why are they pissed off? What's going on? And then I read that there's no Janubi women included. They're talking about John Frog, yada yada. He keeps asking for support. And then when it happened, he did not include a Janubi person. the hell happened?
Wait, why didn't you include one?
Some other what do you call it? Some other people, and they said something very interesting, and I was surprised to hear that. They said that they actually wanted to include what's it called, Janubi women, but the families kept getting in the way. So they explained, and it was pretty interesting. And I was trying to listen, like, what do you mean? Explain further, yada yada yada. And then they explained that what actually happens is when it comes to Janubi women, we're still Janubi, we're still very conservative. So things like dancing and all these other things, people are not fans of it. So when they see all that, they are totally not fans of it. So it gets things really tend to go left.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised about that, actually.
And one of the singers told me that something very crazy happened. I met him in Juba, and we talked about this topic, and they get mad. Why do people? I'm tired of hearing people say that. He said that he filmed a full video with a Janubi woman before, and put it on and everything. Next thing that happened, one of her uncles came. You need to remove that video, and threatened him and yada yada, and made a lot of problem for him. He didn't really care much about the uncle, but the girl said it's too much. Can you please move it? And then he got twisted, and he removed it. Another singer said something weird. They prepared everything and for the song. Just when it's about to come out, what's it called? The lady backed out last minute. We're just about to start shooting. So one of the backup dancers became the main focus of the love interest, and the other girl lady, she just sat and watched, and the guy was just bummed out. She never really explained, but yeah, she backed out last minute. So those are all the explanations, and nobody really tells those stories, but those are reasons why a lot of songs, they don't have Janubi women. It's not that people have a problem with Janubi women, like people are trying to say, or they're colorists. They're into light. They're preferring light skins. It's mainly because of that stuff. That's what they explained. Okay. So I need to do the whole animation all from the beginning.
Still, I'm sure there's like other dark-skinned foreigners. Why are they not using them?
What you point out, even what's it called, a lot of Janubi women were saying, especially on Twitter, they don't believe that every single in their whole area, they couldn't find a single Janubi woman willing to do it. They don't believe that. No way. Some Janubi parents are not controlled by their parents. Some Janubi daughters are not controlled by their parents. They're independent, so they don't have to listen to all that nonsense. So more and more people started doubting that excuse. But yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm doubting that now. Because, like, even if there's no Janubian woman, there are other dark-skinned African. Why didn't they use any of them? You know?
Actually, to be honest, the way I see it is the second the Janubi woman, what's it called, does not do the part, I think it doesn't matter whoever you put in it, to be honest. Because I think putting someone in there was not about the skin color. It was more about using a Janubi woman, because we actually do have Janubi women who are light skinned, by the way. There's several tribes.
You're not even using a Janubi woman at all.
So
how's the song? That means it's not even.
That's let me say something. Like, let's say they put a dark skinned person from Senegal. I think a lot of people are like, no, she's not Janubi. Why didn't she use Janubi? People would know. So I think once it's not a Janubi woman, I think it doesn't matter about the color or anything anymore. It's the whole purpose was it. But to be honest, in hindsight as well, you are probably right. If they use a Senegalese, it could fool some people that she's Janubi. So that would, and also it would promote the dark skin, which is also a good idea. So there are some definite perks and benefits. I totally agree with that. There are some perks and benefits. That doesn't look good. Ooh, I don't like that.
I feel like they wouldn't even be able to get us to the new.
You don't
I
think
feel
so?
like the culture is pretty similar to ours too.
Actually
To be honest, yeah.
That actually does make sense. That actually does make sense in some ways. In some ways, that makes sense. So, you think the Senegalese woman would probably turn them down as well?
Yeah, they're religious too, and they're pretty conservative as well.
Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to make this lady go with this guy. So, the second she starts moving, okay, let me try this. There's a lot of thought, but yeah, I even saw some of the food in Senegal look similar to our food as well. Some of the food looks similar, but there's some food that's very different. But I'd like to try it. But what I did, I went to what we call the Dubai Expo, right? And the Dubai Expo, even the way they're making food seemed like Africans have copied each other, or they all Nilotics have the same way. Even like a good example is like just look at Kenya Ugali, and looking at the other one, Kenya Ugali, and what's the other one? This guy ran. Okay, let me look at where is this guy's thing. Okay, it's here. 250. So let's go same. It's Kenya Ugali and what's it called? Asida, yeah. Oh yeah, I want to show you another one. Oh, we got B. Oh my God, it's B. What's up, B? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? I hope all is well.
All is well indeed. How are you guys?
I just forgot. I was gonna ask you about anime, but you're not the anime person. That's the other lady.
Yeah, not really.
No, because you know the weird thing. There's an anime that just came out recently in cinema.
Who is this? I'm sorry.
You don't recognize her voice, but I think you run on pals enough like the other people. Maria, like, yep, I know who that is. Girl, what's this?
No, it's fine.
No, she gotta, like, I feel like she has to talk more so I can actually hear her.
It's me, Samantha.
Oh,
hello.
Oh.
How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
It's been a while since I've seen you on these TikTok streets.
I've been around, here and there.
Okay.
But you did take a break, B. You took things got a bit dark. Things got radioactive. You had to take a break.
That's true.
Yeah, radioactive. But for me, B, I think we can still have great conversations, like regarding South Sudan development, and regarding what's going on in life. Like right now, I wish you were here earlier. We talked about this other guy that got unalived. Most people do not know he was a very divisive person.
Are you talking about the graduate that was supposed to...
No, we're not South Sudan. We're talking about U.S.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that's circling around globally?
Yeah, and the funny thing, B, I was like laughing. I was telling him earlier, that guy, he got the guy who unalived him got away with it. His father turned him in because he's police.
Yeah.
That's how I was telling.
You're old-fashioned, typical American dude.
No, I think to be honest, he turned him in because he would probably lose his pension. To be honest.
You think so? You reckon?
Because he retired.
Yeah, but do you think that's what it's all about, though?
I
I
mean,
think the father just disagree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think they probably had different opinions, and
I mean, enough to turn your own
not
son.
condone that.
I know a lot of parents would not turn their own son in. To be honest.
You'd be surprised. Some parents.
Actually, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
If the parents, I think some parents, if they disagree with their kids, they would turn them in 100%.
Yeah, some parents are like very, especially conservative parents, and obviously his parents were very conservative, and so was he. Well, he was groomed to be conservative as well, and I think what he pulled kind of went against everything that his parents, it went against the whole existence of how he was raised and his principles. So I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Wow.
That's just my opinion, though.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, it makes sense at some level. Yeah. Also, I was thinking about what's it called? The fact that I was looking at social media. Everyone's disappointed. They really wanted him to be trans or something. When they found out he's a normal white dude, they're disappointed. Like, damn it! They wanted a real enemy, a real boogeyman.
Yeah, yeah. They were looking for someone to blame, but the call was coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for them to actually face their reality in terms of where, how like when you judge people, and then so let me just put it like this. Right? Let me put it like this. You know those aunties in our community that goes around talking about other people's stuff, like other people's kids, but their kids actually are the ones that are doing the worst. Other people's kids.
Is that all over the world?
But then when they find out, they keep quiet.
That's
really what it is, if you put it in that principle.
Yeah. I think that's all over the world. The aunties talking so much about their kids and the little kid, and the kids is the worst. That's all over the world.
When it comes to their kids, yeah, they want to. It's like just keep it under wraps.
It's basically. Like the glass house made of glass.
It's hurting them right now. It's like he's one of our own. He's he's everything that we are, and the fact that he's so young, quote unquote. Like if that's the alleged, suspect. Obviously, nothing is proven yet. You never know.
No,
I don't want to like.
Is the suspect?
Hey, B.
Who's the suspect? What are we speaking about? What's the topic?
We're talking about the guy who unalived the what's it called? The
trending dude.
The young Trump.
Yeah.
The Utah.
Oh yeah, the guy that unalived.
Yeah.
But his dad is the one that outed him, and now everybody's like, why? Why did you out him? Why did you? Like take him to the police? Like, well, originally.
Just real quick.
That's not. That's not me.
I think what people.
That's
a lot of people don't understand is because you live in America, like you're literally, how Americans conduct themselves, especially like when you have there's a difference between like liberal, right?
Okay. And conservative.
Families, and then like
conservative.
There is a big gap between liberal families and like very extremely conservative families, right? The conservative views, right? Are you surprised that the fact that it occurred in Utah, and then the fact that, quote unquote, like the alleged suspect is literally one of their own. So as they're preaching, disputing all that they're doing, now the narrative has to shift. Does that make sense? I feel like in order to actually understand the background, you actually have to actually understand like the American mindset within.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, B, that's Nums. That's not me.
No. I know it's Nims. I was actually asking you, but I heard Nims. I'm sorry, Nims. Not to cut you off.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I also think what's it called in what's it called history. What I felt kind of mad is that in history, some very great politicians and activists were actually unalived in the same way, and people are trying to promote him like that. I think it's not fair. That's what I felt about. what was happening in that thing. I think he doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
That kind of praise.
No one deserves to, obviously. I will never condone any unaliving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any human being, I think, is just immoral, you know? However, though, within, 5 to 10 minutes apart, time difference, did you hear about the shooting that happened here as well, in Evergreens? Which literally is 20 minutes away from us?
Are you serious? Wow.
You didn't hear about it?
Nah, I think not. I've been on TikTok too long.
Yeah, so between the time old dude, got unalive, there was also shooting here in Colorado, Evergreen High School, Evergreen School. Thank God, no, obviously it was 3. So 3 kids are currently, one got released, but the other 2 are currently in critical condition. So thank God no one got unalive, but the shooter unalived himself. But it's not even naturally covered. So when if we really want to talk about this stuff, like what the quote unquote the Republicans and the Conservative Party represent, when it comes to PPU laws, right? Mm-hmm. That's I feel like it's a foreshadow. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty of what America represents, the fact that everybody is protesting and showing, and he literally overwhelmed the fact that there's PPU existed at a school as well. Little children were PPU'd at the same day that he was. You understand?
Are you serious? Wow.
Yes, look it up. I promise. Look it up. You'll see Evergreen.
I guess that
there was the same time. It was like a 10-minute difference. But people don't want to acknowledge it. So I find that ironic how when I see even China chanting his name and everything, and I'm like, wow. So it's not about what's morally correct. It's about who you are. Because little innocent children are literally being unalive. No one cares for them. But let someone that, quote unquote, stands for something that appeals to their ideology and not, their views, then that's where it's being pushed. Because it is a political thing. Let's be honest. That's why you see it everywhere. I even saw Australia protest. People in Australia are protesting. I see his face on a couple billboards and protest signs in Australia and China and where else. I'm like, what is this? What is happening? You know what I mean? And kids are literally being unalive here in America. But no one's talking about it.
At all.
It's sad. So yeah, but just look it up. It's literally the same day. That same day. Mind you, this was, 2 days, a day before 9/11. Think about that for a second.
That's pretty wild too. I did notice that. I think, was it on 2 days? Was it the 10th or was it on the 9th? I think it was, maybe it's because of time difference. For me, it was actually the 10th, but probably for you guys it was the 9th.
Yeah. Because the time difference.
That's wild.
So, again, it's and when I tell people, when I hear people talking about this on social media, and I keep saying this, everything that happens here in the States affects everyone in the world, globally. People don't want to hear it, but, they go, oh, you Americans are so self-absorbed. But it's not just us.
Oh, I was on that live when they said that.
Global setup.
That was the time when we were talking about the Trump election. I think it was on that lady's live a long time ago. They didn't want to acknowledge that what's happening in the U.S. is going to affect everyone. They said, no. But it already has. It's a trickle-down effect, for real. Right now, this August 31st is because what's going on in America. That wouldn't happen in Australia.
And then September 9th / September 10th. What's happening right now? And with those protests. What's literally happening right now to it? Where the fact that this guy, mind you, people don't understand. He was not a politician. He was a podcaster.
Yeah.
With such a very stern, conservative views, right? And he had the backing of conservative, backup. But people don't even know what's going on. People just want to be followers because the media push that narrative out there. And now look, you have people globally saying RIP to him and all that stuff, and globally like protesting on his behalf, and now are chanting, you know, with all that. But when I said this, people don't want to understand, like, oh, you Americans are so self-centered. It's the reality of life currently, and what's going on with January right now. Look at it. If you actually go to YouTube right now, I mean, not even YouTube here, you will see it. His name is, just click on his hashtag. It's global right now. And why?
Because
and no one's talking about the PPU that happened here the same day, within 10 minutes.
that's crazy.
And those were young kids.
Because the young kids have
As
nothing.
Americans, we're sick and tired of it. But outsiders are just, I don't think people are brainwashed as well.
I agree.
But yeah, sorry, not to get too much into it.
That's crazy. I didn't even know about this other people. But it makes sense. What you're saying makes sense. Like, they try and that's one reason why I think they wanted to get rid of TikTok. The reason why I don't really like cable news, because cable news will put the news that they like, they think is relevant, which is sad. But damn, wow.
Yep. And then we're at the point where if the news outlet, a certain news outlet, does not appeal or support whatever propaganda is being pushed out, financially, they will get debunked. You know what I mean? And it's been going on recently.
You heard Colbert got canceled, right? You heard about that?
Yeah.
That was the biggest shock to me. I thought he was untouchable.
Of course. But you know why though, right?
Yeah, because the merger, they needed the president's, the White House approval, and they wanted his show gone. His show, I think, is the most damning from all the comedians. Was his show.
Mhm.
That's why he got.
Yeah. So it's like it's becoming a cult. F1, you know.
Yeah.
Either you with us or we will show you. You know, and another thing too, and you can look this up. So you know how like we've always, especially Colorado,
Yeah.
we're one of the states that have always had mail-in voting, especially since like COVID.
Yeah.
And now the orange man, he's trying to punish us because again, like midterms are coming up, November 2026.
He don't want to lose.
So he wants to literally move the Air Force, Space Force, from Colorado to Alabama. So he's punishing blue states just to, you know, it's like desperation reaction at this point.
No, but it's the same thing. Remember how he was attacking all governors of BLK states, even though some of for saying that they have a lot of crime, even though the statistics did not add up in some of the states where they had more crime, nothing happened there. He never called them out. It was all completely political.
Yep. Which is the irony of youth, though. The fact that whatever happened to old dude just now, in recent news, it's hurting them because it happened in the red state.
I was reading something that I was reading something. I don't know if you heard about this. One of these, I think it was economists. They had a very interesting theory. They said Trump might actually, if his health is good enough, he might actually try and become president in 2028. And let me tell you, and I thought that's impossible, right? And then they told me a weirdest theory of how he could do it. They said that what Trump will do, he will, J.D. Vance will run for president in 2028, and Trump will run as vice president.
Yep.
And what will happen is as soon as, J.D. Vance wins as president, he resigns and Trump becomes president again.
That's why you see the gerrymandering with the states, with the blue states, the attack of the blue states, is to control the midterms. Because they know if they lose the seats, right, they're going to lose the upcoming election. So they're trying to literally rig the election beforehand. It's not about immigration. It's not about race. It's literally just trying to win the election beforehand. That's what's happening, really, if you think about it.
Makes a lot of sense. Wow. The surprising thing is, I started listening to that theory, and I started thinking there's nothing that can actually prevent that from happening. Also, like the same way, there's no law for if you're convicted, you cannot run for president. So he became president. So I think if that thing he does, if that's his plan and he does it, the only thing that can go wrong is J.D. Vance loses. But if J.D. Vance wins the presidency, Trump could actually become president again, which is crazy.
And you know how homeboy, the vice president, he's been kept out of shadows, right? Yeah. I don't know. Have you actually seen him lately?
J.D. Vance?
Like, you wouldn't recognize. Like, you don't even know we had a vice president. To be honest.
No. Oh, did you hear? He's going on vacation. What's like laughing?
He just went back home.
I think they said
Cincinnati recently.
I think they said it was like 6 or 7 months of the presidency. He went on 5 vacations this year or something. 5 vacations.
Yeah, he was out in Virginia. He was out in Vermont skiing. He came out to Aspen. He's been keeping a low profile. But the thing is, though, they're keeping it out of the way, so there's no attention coming to him, because he will be pulled. You know how the game goes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, B, this is what people don't realize. It's not about racism. It is not about classism. It's literally what they're trying to do. And every time, especially the gerrymandering, it backfired when when the orange man hit up Texas dude, governor, and it was like, hey, find me 5 seats. And it backfired. Okay, and then actually now it became a bigger problem now. And that's why he's trying to punish every blue state, because it's like, he's trying to literally use the federal will, the federal power on civilians and on states. But I will say this, and I don't care what anybody feels, but this is why I truly agree. Like, America is one of the countries, actually the only country that holds its government accountable, because America is truly ran by the people, not by the government. Meaning, if every elected official abides by the law, every citizen actually vote according to the law, we are okay. You know what I mean? So it's not the system, it's the people, and we are the people, and the country is ran by the people.
I think it is a system partially. You have to remember that without there's one problem with the U.S. people don't talk about, and that problem is the fact that they gave the president way too much power. Because all the rules that they've made were not to with the assumption that the president would not violate the laws. So the president has so much power. That's why even the president, I think they cannot be tried. That's a thing that they did a long time ago, and people were surprised about it. But I think it's a thing. The president cannot be tried, and that's one thing that's happened for the longest. That's why, and that's one reason why Trump ran for presidency, so he cannot be arrested. Now he's clear. I think whatever they were thinking.
It's not really clear though. He can still get impeached. And the thing is though, here's the thing: not even our president is above the law. And so it going back to I hear what you're saying, right? And the issue is going back to what you just said, right? The people that voted for him, they voted for him due to their selfish needs, right? They voted for him because some were being racist, some that kind of align with his views and ideology and stuff like that, right? And now the same people that voted for him are the same ones that are realizing, hey, he's screwing us over. No, we're gonna lose our country. We're gonna lose our values. We're gonna lose our nation. We're gonna lose our principles due to one person. But so now they're the ones, the same people that voted for him are the same ones that are out there protesting and trying to undo it. But the thing is though, racism comes with a price. It's not cheap. You understand? Yeah. And that's a wake-up call for them. Let them deal with it. You understand? But with that being said, and that's why with our system, the way it's set up, our government, there's levels to it. And with every level, Trump can get impeached. He's not above the law. No one is above the law. If we actually go to the Constitution, nobody's above the law.
This would be a third time, right? This would be a third time he's impeached.
And that's the thing. And I don't think he will. And I hope America's not that dumb. If America's dumb, then America deserves to fall. That's what I'm saying. So whatever choice that we decide to make as a collective, as as citizens, then we deserve whatever comes to us. You understand?
Oh, but I
don't
think
it's a
by the way, that explains why he's getting those people for these upcoming midterms. Because if the House takes back control, this guy will get impeached for sure. No way it's not even just for what has happened recently. He's going to slip up in the future.
Exactly. Then that's what he's afraid of. He does not want the House, because all the seats, by the way, all the seats are open for re-election. All the House seats are literally available for re-election. And that's what he's afraid of. So he's trying to manhandle the re-elections. And he knows the midterm matters. Because without midterms, he will barely get his laws passed come 2028. And to even get re-elected.
That's scary.
And that's what it is. So for him, it's a long-term game. And that's why he's trying to attack all the blue states and stuff like that.
Makes sense. It makes sense. But man.
My sister, sorry, we kind of got carried away.
Oh yeah, I just realized we turned into American panel.
Are you with us?
You went all the way American business. But it's nice to hear about this.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness. That sounds like Maria. sorry. And she got it from. I love what's called impersonating how our Janubian react back home. Is so funny. You people. sorry.
You people. Sorry. My apologies.
Yeah.
How you guys doing now, overall?
I saw this new video. They're talking. It was political, but from back home. They're saying where it says this person did something. Where are they from? We put them straight to Blue House. Straight to Blue House. Where is it from? We don't give them job. We don't give a cow.
House arrest.
House arrest. I don't think we have. We don't. I don't know if we have house arrest in South Sudan. I want to find out. It was like laughing. We have house arrest. Oh yeah, we do have I'm sorry. React Mashar.
Yeah, they put a couple of people on house arrest before.
No, yeah, but I think there's no ankle bracelet.
No, it's not literally the way we do it, but it's like just don't come to the government place. Huh?
I said, of course they don't have ankle bracelets. They just put the gods in front of the door.
I just realized I feel like a really dumb person right now because React Mashar is technically in house arrest.
That's literally what I was thinking of when you said that.
But because the problem when I think about house arrest, I'm thinking about the ankle bracelet. I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, they have their own Janubian way.
Yeah.
But we could do house arrest technically with ankle bracelet because they bought drones, right? Drones are ankle bracelets are cheaper. Yeah, they are. Think about it. They are cheaper.
You guys have you guys been following what's happening in Nepal?
Oh yeah, we have.
Yes.
What's your opinion on that? If you guys don't mind.
Corruption is coming back to bite people in the ass, or that's what I think about what I saw. Maybe you can light us up. I don't know. I've been busy with other stuff. Maybe you can enlighten us with what's happening. Because I was trying to follow more Janubi stuff from what's happening back home. But what else are you guys just?
I like them, to be honest. I don't like the people from that country.
Ouch.
I don't know how I feel.
You speak Denka?
Yeah.
Viera?
No.
Hey man, say with any other language but English. Oh my god. Nah, yeah, I don't like him. But whatever. That's the sadness. I shouldn't. But anyways, what they've been doing, they're gonna get.
They're so rude and mean and bullying, and there's like so many of them here. Yeah.
You know, Samantha, if I tell you the story about what happened to the first Soudanese in Nepal, you'd like them less. Huh? Okay, I'll tell you that story. That was a weird, wild story. So these Janubin, I think they went in as a delegation. This before they were not diplomats, just went as a delegation to Nepal. So when they went there, this group of people, they were some of the first ones to go to Nepal. When they went to the airport, what is this? South Sudan? This is not a country. This passport is fake. They got detained at the airport. They got detained at the airport. They got detained at the airport. This passport is fake. South Sudan. What is this country? This passports are fake. What is this? And they're all that stuff. So what happened? One of them luckily saved all their asses. South Sudan we are a new country. We are something. If you don't believe us, it's not in your system. Go on Google. Google it. They went on Google and they checked. They found out, oh, there is a South Sudan. And then they after a few things, they released them. They got detained at the airport. And the diplomats. One of the diplomats told me that story was wild. But this is like early 2011, 2012 or something.
Oh, okay. Well, 2011, 2012, that will make sense.
No, but still, passport fake and you fake a whole country is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But I heard that story like, what do you mean? And the diplomats told us.
But they know us now.
Yeah, they know us.
They
have a tall build. They have a tall mountain, but we have tall people.
Iowa.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened with the Nepalese. The diplomats were sharing that story.
Their country's like so poor. Like they don't have anything. But basically, they're all like they're all everywhere else but Nepal.
But that's normal. Even even the Chinese, they went everywhere. Or they're not Sinin. I would say Sinin. I don't want to get canceled. They're not Sinin. They're everywhere because if they all stay in their country, the economy would collapse. It's just math.
Yeah, it's fine, but Chinese people are not like out here being, behaving like that,
I don't
But
know.
yeah, it's just my opinion.
Fair enough.
No, it's okay. You know what's so crazy? When you guys say stuff, and this is like actually, it can be backed up. People think like, oh my god, you guys are being racist and stuff. I don't think it's racism. I think it's just stating facts.
Yes, because I've like worked with so many of them, and they all they're basically racist too.
I don't know, but by that logic, you also mean Khawaja cannot be racist.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, we know this. Europeans, what?
Yes,
We know
I don't expect it from
that's a
people.
wrong community.
Like no, I don't expect it from people who also have they're pretty dark too.
No, but you do know that a lot of them, especially Asian countries, and that people don't talk about, is not acknowledged enough. They actually they tend to neglect their darker complexion citizens.
Yeah, they're bleaching. They're also bleaching.
If we're gonna go there, colorism is actually, it's not just within black community. It's something that's it's there.
Look at
I
Hanud.
see in the Chinese community.
Just look at the Hanud best. That will tell you everything.
Not getting fitibira, they're not getting even cream, sometimes they use it.
Let me tell you something. We have some Hanud friends that we are not really friends, colleagues, right? One of the guys was talking and he was very confused. He was talking to one of these women that was leaving him for another person, and he asked her something, and he was shocked for that reaction. So this lady is a bit light-skinned, and she's leaving him for a darker toned dude, right? And she's confused. What's going on? And she just said that she's really attracted to the person who's with darker skin. She didn't know how to explain it, and the guy was just lost. He told her, and I think it's like it broke his heart even more. And I was just listening to that. I was just like, "What the hell is this conversation?" Yeah, but yeah. So the guy, I think his let's say fiance left him because she wanted to be with another person who is of darker complexion, and they try to become friends. They try to be friends. He asked her frankly, "What do you see in him that you don't see in me? What is with it?" And I said that you're a great person, but I'm really into the dark tone. And the guy is just confused. How? What's happening? I find that pretty wow. And he was having that conversation, and with when he was talking about it out loud in front of people, he's very lost. And everyone's saying, "No, it's okay. You'll find it." They're all like sympathy. But for me, I just heard that conversation like, bro, what the heck? Yeah. Do we really need to hear that? But anyway, that was the story that happened. Interesting enough, yeah.
That's crazy that he felt comfortable enough to talk about that.
It is crazy. But he's not light skinned either. But he's not that light skinned either. But he was just, yeah. But when I heard that, I felt like that's some serious self-loathing, bro. But anyway, it is what it is. And also here in this side of the world, I think it's normal to talk like that. With other, I mean to think like that, but talk about it out loud, not everywhere. As long as people from the country are not around that are the same complexion, it's okay.
Yeah, it's not really censored to that, that extent.
But yeah, I was just listening to that like, ew, that's a bit weird. That was awkwardness, but yeah.
You know what I noticed? Sometimes when you go on panels, and you hear someone was complaining about Sudanese men, and it's not really complaining, but it's just grievances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not that you out of nowhere, people will come out of from left field, right field. I know it's South Sudanese, and they come want to come be Captain Sable, like, hey, relax. We're not complaining about our men. We're just giving grievances. But I just find it interesting, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've seen that, which is really annoying. It actually pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're looking for that crack in between. Just like, okay, let me slide in. It's like, no. It's like, oh, you guys think, no, your men are terrible? Your men teach you? Let me go ahead and, it's like, relax.
Girl, eh?
Right, we're just trying to have a conversation about wanting them to be better, or things that they can do to be better. But then it's like, they come in and they be like, you are not grateful, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. And I think this is where a lot of us, I don't know, lately, forgive me, but not really. I'm not apologetic about it. I stand behind it. I'm on this journey of just trying to waken up my people. As South Sudanese, we need to just speak up for ourselves and just, if we're talking among ourselves, about ourselves, and an outsider comes in, let's shut it down. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I'm tired of that.
So again, so comfortable,
Oh, yeah, by the way, B, you're not here. Samantha was. Sorry. Anyway, let me just say, Samantha was on a panel, and she told me that a bunch of South Sudanese. They were talking about the sensitive topic that happened in Australia. Then a bunch of South Sudanese were hurt that foreigners were talking about it. They came up and called them out, like, "Hey, you're not from there. What are you doing? Hey, it's too soon." They got dropped, and the other South Sudanese protected them. We're hearing all these. Man, I wasn't there, but I would have probably been triggered too. And I'm going around telling a lot of South Sudanese about it when I meet them on other panels. I told them, guys, listen, panels that with people I'm friendly with. If someone else is talking about it, I don't think they have the. I don't want to say they don't have the right to talk about it fully. I just want to say let them talk about their community. If there's something like that happening in their community, talk about it. because right now I feel like it sounds weird. I feel like a lot of them they've turned it to clout chasing because it's the way they talk about it. They're like so happy it happened so they can have a chance to talk about it, which is kind of crazy. That's because they feel so happy, entitled, and they sound in a condescending way, which is really annoying. Like, come on, you think you can solve the problem of our community? I don't know about your community, but I don't think your community is very much better. Yada yada yada. That's what I feel.
It's just a sense of entitlement, you know. The thing is, though, we don't go around. I have yet to see any Sudanese go on anybody's life and feel entitled, you know. And even for those that tried it, they get shut down, and then they come back and complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we're told like, what were you doing there? You know. I think we do have this self-awareness. So it's like, why do people feel so entitled to our community? To it's like they have like you. Okay, you can have your opinion as a friend and as an outsider. That's what your role is. But you're not one of us. You don't know. You know what I mean? Like when it's all said and done, you don't go to these homes and you want to be able to actually go sit down with the aunties or whatever, right, in our community and sit down with us and eat with us and actually converse with us and talk to us on an intimate level. You know what I mean? And that's what we mean when we say that. It's not, forget TikTok. Remove TikTok from out of it, you know? It's literally those tears, like the auntie tears, the mother tears, the uncle tears, the father tears, all those, like the actual pain that we feel as people, South Sudanese pseudos, you know, as a community. That's what we mean by that. But when you try to say that people are just offended, if you feel offended, I'm not Dina Exadu. I don't care, because when it's all said and done, I'm trying to look out for my people, because my community, our people, we're hurting as people. And it's not about entitlement, because I don't go to your community. You never see me step foot in the Ethiopian community, or the Shinu community, and I try to enforce myself and literally force my way in through the door in that community, because that's not my place. That's not my community. Now, as a friend, if I'm friends with you and something happened in your community and you're in pain, I can help on a not internal level. Does that make sense? And that's what I'm trying to like paint it out on a bigger picture. But people are so selfish enough to make it about themselves.
Yeah. But you know, B, there's also a problem. I feel that some people are, I guess maybe it's that they're afraid to get unfollowed. They're afraid to hurt people's feelings. Some people, I think, they actually have your same view, or they even agree with you, but they can never say it out loud. I'm just like, come on, guys, why? Just say it. No, who cares? Say if the other person doesn't understand your feelings, that's their problem. That's not your problem. I was thinking about saying that in many cases, but that's what I saw.
Yeah. But you know, these are the same people that will literally compromise our well-being. And then we wonder why we were colonized. Well, when I say we, I'm talking about in general. Obviously not South Sudan, because South Sudan is a new country. We have not been colonized. But I'm saying, like, when you're so worried about your neighbors that you turn your back on your own people. You literally put your neighbor before your own household. That's really the mentality that we have. You know? And that's something that needs to be called out. We've seen it happen throughout, like, generations. Yes, we have good hearts as people. We do care about people. But at what point are we actually going to return that internally and start caring, put ourselves first? Then we can go take care of everybody else if we want to. There's nothing wrong with that. And when I say that out loud, people think I'm crazy. If that's what it means, fine. I'll be that person. But I'm not going to stop.
Fair enough.
I agree with you 100%, B. I think, yeah, you have to, especially the part where you said you have to, like, take care of yourself first before you can take care of other people. And also, I don't think any student has ever gone to anyone else's community and forced themselves and say, oh, you need to do this for your community to be better, or stuff like that. So,
yeah, I don't think it happens. What's up, Iviana? Iviana, yes.
Yeah. How are you guys?
We're doing well.
Welcome, sis. How are you?
Thank you. I don't know if it's morning at your place or night at your place, but my place is morning. So greet all of you according to your time.
Greetings. What time is it for you?
It's 10 a.m.
Oh, it's morning. Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Ah. Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. You know what I mean? You know you guys are here, right?
Yes.
I forgot to tell you. Do you know that person you were telling me that was like accused of like touching the new girl there on TikTok?
Yeah.
They were talking about this thing that happened in Melbourne.
Yeah, I know.
Like they opened up to talk about
I know. I told you. I saw that. I didn't want to say anything, but Samantha, some of your the Aussies are making Aussie look bad.
But I didn't see anyone join, so I was like, oh, okay, thank God.
Oh, no one joined. I'm proud.
Yeah, nobody.
I'm
I
proud.
was so happy.
I'm proud. How do you know he opened that topic? Did he put the topic as a title?
Yes. Well, he did. Well, I just like was scrolling past and it came up on my For You page and he was like talking about like he tried to make it like an all African thing, but first he did say like he did talk about that first and then showed like their pictures and stuff like that. So I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, it was crazy. But I was just happy not to see any student engage in that.
That's crazy though. But that means that's at least it proves our point. They're doing it for clout chasing. It's crazy. That proves our point.
And he was like, for clout, and I was like, that's exactly why you are doing it.
Wow.
So annoying.
And he's not a podcast, by the way, without Janubin. He's only a podcaster with Janubin.
Yeah, because the live only had like four people watching. I saw that, and then there was nobody joining, so I was like,
No, because
I wonder, like your audience is not here.
No, because if they join, I think some of them are getting the point. If they joined, they would have been called out for sure. I'm telling you, if those people join, the way they get called out later and unfollowed. Because right now, by the way, there's a lot of people who've been unfollowed recently, because some people were turned off by how they're reacting to the situation in that area. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say
Yeah, no,
it.
people have been getting called out, and I actually, you know what? I actually love that because at least our people are finally starting to open their eyes, and people are starting to, hey, if I'm not South Sudanese, you call me out, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I don't know why people get offended by it. You cannot force yourself to be in a community that you're not. The thing is, we accept people. You know, if it's any other topic, it's fine. It's just we're saying certain topics. If it's none of your business, it's none of your business. That's it.
I think,
you shouldn't get mad.
I think we should do something weird, like there should be, try and make it a norm that if a South Sudanese event happened, non-South Sudanese should not be on the panel or something weird. I was trying to make that a thing, because right now for me, I think I wanted to say they shouldn't be in the room, but let them be in the room, but not on the panel. They should not have a voice in it. And if you want to see, believe me on that. Next time if you see any of those events, the funny thing that you'll see is somebody will come. He's not from South Sudan. Oh, I agree with her. And then will basically keep saying I agree with her, and then he will just try and make a rant in their own opinion. I keep saying that. I agree, and everything. And I was trying to understand what's going on. Are they trying to jump on the clout? They're looking for followers that didn't follow them before. It's really weird. Because I saw that, and for me, unfortunately, it's not my panel. I was thinking about crashing out, but I said, "Nah, just be quiet. Be quiet. It's not your panel. What are you doing over here?" And apparently, the person on the panel probably supports this nonsense. And I just gotta figure out. Maybe, hopefully, they'll come to the light and they're gonna shut it down. But most of the time, they don't shut it down, which is crazy. They don't shut it down ever. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And you know what? Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead. Sorry. You know what I hate the most? Is I hate when they use the information that they hear from us about our community, and then they'll use it against another shooter. Like they'll go and use it to like.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
I've seen that happening so many times, and I'm just like, oh my god.
What?
Like they'll make, like if they're arguing, they'll use it as ammunition.
Are you serious?
Thank you for saying that. Yes, they do, and I've noticed this last year, and I've actually called out a couple people about that, because they'll laugh with you and stuff, and they will literally use your own, you know. And this is why I keep saying. This is why I start saying, hey, our pseudos that just are okay with just everybody are the ones that are throwing us under the bus, because they don't mind when it benefits them, the outsiders. They will throw you under the bus, and they will literally tell it to your face with no remorse. And everybody sitting on a panel, either people will not say anything or people will laugh. And there's nothing funny about it. And I'm just sitting there like, you guys didn't catch that? Like, what? You're literally being disrespected. I don't get it. Like, we have to grow some sort of spine.
I don't know.
Oh, pseudos. And you just, I actually caught this a couple months ago. Before it was like last year, but like, the recent time I caught it was, I want to say, like 3-4 months ago. And do you remember the person that you said you removed from the group chat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She mentioned something on the panel, by the way, with Sudanese on the panel. And she just said something about Sudanese dude. She's like, yeah, pseudos, I know a lot of pseudos men don't take care of their kids. Pseudos men are just, they abandon their kids. She was talking crazy. Mind you, she always comes on lives complaining about whatever, right? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand? You know her situations, right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I kind of just peeked it. I'm like, what gives you the? And I was looking around like, no one's gonna say anything. What gives you the right to even sit there and say this? But you know why? Because pseudos will go on her panel and vent, and she quote unquote opened the space up for people, right? So they're venting to her, and she's playing this Omega.
I remember I was there when you called it out. And it didn't go well. I remember that, yes.
So it wasn't the first time. So that's what I keep saying. Like, this has been building up for a while,
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. Like, how can you say something and it's like backhand, but you quote unquote want to open up this safe space for people? And that's why I keep trying to tell people, not every space that's open up for you belongs to you. You should have some sort of discernment to know better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But yeah, Samantha, basically what you just said, it's sad.
And
because that's all you face.
And it's been happening, yeah. And I just realized, and then it's actually really bad because they've been compiling all the information. Just to do that is crazy.
Yep. And then it's these underhand, these slick ass comments, and no one catches. I don't know if they catch it and they ignore it or what. I'm like, how come nobody's catching this? Why?
I be catching it all the time. I'm so annoyed. But yeah, everyone acts oblivious. I'm like, what? You just have to try.
Yeah. I used to, but I'm like, all right, but I don't know me. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna wait. But that's why when I finally check people, just know it's coming. It's not coming from. It's not a random place. It did not fall from the sky. I've been peeping for that for a long time, and it needs to be addressed. And if you are one of those people, I'm gonna call you out too. Now here you go. You're gonna look dumb as well.